Alright, time to start making the types of video I really want to make, and there's only one real significant obstacle to that: footage.
It's free real estate.
Growing up, watching a certain global sensation of a children's show, I found myself never really exiting the train phase. I more let it slip into hibernation periods. One constant throughout my life, though, has been British steam locomotives. Us Americans have built a couple of noteworthy, cool things in our time, but few hold a candle to what has been turned out of UK locomotive works. I'm finally in a place where I have the time and motivation to write video essays about historical topics that interest me, which, surprising nobody, 99% of the time, relate to the railway in some form or fashion. Unlike some YouTubers like Chris Eden Green, who not only have really good cameras at their disposal and can physically go visit the locomotives in real life, I'm some dude in the Midwest. The closest steam locomotive to me is a permanently retired switcher at a local museum that you've never heard of. The closest noteworthy locomotive is 3 hours away at the National Transportation Museum in St. Louis. And believe it or not, the closest UK locomotive isn't in the UK. It's 7 hours away in Wisconsin at the National Rail Museum. Someday. Point is, I would love to talk about all of these things. I want to be a part of the rail YouTube community. There are so many awesome people making content, and there's so many awesome people watching those videos that I would like to get to know, and I would like to contribute, and I would like to do so in a way where if I need footage that someone else has shot, they know I'm using it, and I can properly credit them, link to them, and they're cool with it. I'm not going to run ads on my videos. If there's an ad before any of my videos, it's because something in it got copyright claimed, and given how YouTube works, 99.99% of the time, it's not legit, and the only thing I'll be doing like promotional wise in my video essays that I put effort into researching and whatnot will be a Patreon mention, just because I have a Patreon that funds transcripts for my nonfiction podcasts and my podcast blog and this YouTube channel. So that's the gray area as far as what constitutes am I making this air quotes for profit. If you are somebody who has shot cool footage like Carl Spencer, thank you, Carl. I DM'd him on Flickr and he was very cool. Then drop a comment, DM me on Twitter at the Pod Report, or here's my Discord name. If you know somebody you think would be cool, then let me know who they are. I might not follow them on YouTube or wherever they post their stuff. And yeah, I think that'll do it. Actually, yeah, I should probably get this out of the way up front because I can already feel people typing the comments. Yes, I did lie. The closest UK locomotive to me is not the Dwight D. Eisenhower up in Wisconsin. It's the Flying Duchess. It's going to be a center object in my video about preservation and restoration that I'll make someday. But I don't have the time or the energy to talk about this poor thing. We'll do that some other time. But yes, I do know that there is a UK locomotive closer to me than that. It just is in a real bad way. Thank you so much for sticking around this far through a video with very hyper-specific audience in mind. You are very patient and cool for humoring me this long. I hope you have a good day. Stay safe out there.